watch you while you sleep, holding you, lost inside every breath you breathe. I don't want to live a day without you. I just want to be the one that makes you happy.
Hi. Too lazy to put the ears on. Actually, I could try to find them. This is my day to not. I'm looking majorly plain. No makeup either. Well, anyway, I am so relieved I haven't had any. There. I haven't had anything from my latest pain in the ass. I don't even know how you say it, the name, Glittis Marias. Anyway, I actually threatened to call the police because this person would not leave me alone. I sent 2 reports to YouTube because this person was cyber harassing me. And I mean, there's one thing to have a troll, but when in my opinion, when you block them from your channel because they're being insulting, and then they follow you to some other channel. Actually, it almost sounded like this person went through and read a bunch of my comments or something. Basically, researched me and then went to Dark Viper's channel and used his channel to attack me. Oh, you were never a real Christian. Oh my God, it's like verbatim. Every imaginable line that you can think of. You know, if you die while you're living in sin, you're going to go to hell and burn forever. And it's like, and you're okay with that. You're okay with me burning forever because I can't believe. I guess I don't understand how Christians can, on one hand, walk around and say, "Oh well, you know, we're Christians. That means we're really good people." You know, like another meaning for another word for good is Christian. I mean, that's the attitude they come off with, is like, "Oh, I'm Christian. I'm a good person. I'm a Christian." You know. They can say that in one breath, and the very next breath, you're going to go to hell if you don't, you know. It's like, and your God's going to put me there, and you are okay with that. You're no worries. That doesn't bother you. So you're going to be up in heaven, doing whatever you do in heaven, knowing that a vast quantity of people, maybe even friends and family that you know, are going to be, and this person obviously believes in the fiery kind of heaven because he/she, I have no idea the gender, told me this several times, you're going to burn in hell. So this is not somebody who thinks it's just separation from God. They actually think they're believers in the actual fire, lake of fire, and this person's threatening me multiple times. You're going to burn in hell if you don't, you know, if you die in your sins, which I don't believe there's such a thing. And that's the other thing. It's like I said that to this person multiple times, and no matter what I said to this person, it's like they didn't even listen to me. They just had their little scripted things that they say, and that's what they kept saying. It was like I work for a large medical clinic during the day, and I call customer service for Cigna. Well, Cigna is offshoring their customer service now, so I deal a lot with the Philippines office. The Philippines, they don't just ask you a question like social security number, name of the patient, just like 3 or 4 words, date of service, date of birth, questions like that. They have like a paragraph long sentence that they say to ask the question, and you're like, I just cut them off. I'm rude. The moment I know that the question is date of birth, I tell them the date of birth, even though they're only halfway through this stupid sentence. That's kind of how it feels talking to this person. It's like a script. And no matter what I say, they don't change the script. It's the same thing that they say. It's like, not even talking to a real person here, not even listening to me at all. All I'm hearing is you weren't really a Christian. You know, you might have thought you were, you might have sincerely thought you were, but because you didn't ask him into your heart. Actually, I did. And in fact, I was one of those Christians who walked around saying that the difference between Christianity than from every other religion is it's not a religion, it's a relationship. Excuse me, I have to cough. I was one of those people, one of those Christians. It was a relationship. You know, it's not. I was one of those, and here she is accusing me of being the religious kind of Christian who just thinks Christianity is all about going to church and reading your Bible and being a good person. Oh, you're not really a Christian unless you're born again. It's like, excuse me, I was. How much more born again? Okay, born again. Here's my understanding of born again. You ask Jesus into your heart. You say, Lord, I am giving you control of my life. I'm giving you the reins. I'm giving you the throne of my life. Do with me as you will. I am yours. That's what I did. I asked him into my heart. I asked him to take my life, to basically do with me as he wanted. I became his. Now tell me, how is that not born again? Okay, well, I have to finish this up. My camera ran out of room. Yeah, so that's what I did. I did everything that, I completely knew what I was doing when I asked Jesus into my heart. I completely knew, you know, I just can't believe people. It's like, one day this person might have the same thing happen. He/she say, oh no, it'll never happen to me because I have faith, blah, 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 blah. No, there's a difference between, you know what faith is? Faith is putting up blinders and not seeing anything except what you want to see. This is what I've decided. This is what I've decided. The Bible is absolute truth. God is real. Jesus is real. Everything about this story is totally, absolutely true. This is what I've decided. I don't want to let in any information that might put that into doubt. Can't let that in. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to. I mean, that's what it is. This person didn't want to hear a word I had to say. This person, actually, I just say this person because I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, a woman, whatever. Actually said that it was that she agreed about hell as being, you know, I have to say that I admit that that's rather, yeah.
Hi.
God, I hate my computer.
Tiny voices crying out, feed us.
I get commercials on my computer and it drives me crazy. I can't even listen to a video without commercials half the time. But anyway, so that's all I wanted to say. I'm still miffed about it because, you know, it's demeaning. It's like, it's like belittling me half my life. Everything that I went through, everything that I felt, all the long heart-to-heart conversations I had. I don't know if it comes across very well in my latest Anamoto video, but what I'm trying to say in that is, I really think that the imaginary friend is the thing with little kids, and you know, they don't need to have reinforcement or constant affirmation to support their belief in their imaginary friend. You know, they don't need other people to agree with them that this imaginary friend exists. It's enough that you know, it's good enough for them that they know that this imaginary friend exists, because little kids have phenomenal imaginations. They don't need to have the constant, oh yes, it's true. But adults do. Adults, and I think that's partly why Christians are so, they have these blinders, that they put up. They don't want to hear anything that puts that into question. All they want coming in is affirmation. Yes, it's real, it's real, it's real. I'm going to keep telling myself it's real, it's real. I'm going to have absolute faith that it's real. You know, if I rub the genie enough, I'm going to get my wish, kind of thing. It's sad. It's really sad in a way, because it's like, I don't know, I'm kicking myself now because so much of my life is gone by, but it matters to me that what I believe in is true. It matters to me. I don't want to devote my life, my time, my energy, my thoughts, my hopes into something if it's not real. What a colossal waste of my life and my energy. It matters to me if something is true. It matters to me. I am not just going to believe in something because it makes me feel good inside. Oh, it's just so nice, you know. And again, how can anybody with a good conscience contemplate the idea of sitting in heaven? You know, maybe there's like a fancy buffet table, and you know, it's just, you know, it's whatever your idea of paradise is, okay? That's heaven. Can you conceive of the idea of enjoying yourself, enjoying it, praising the guy who's, you know, in charge, knowing that while this hand of God's is over here catering to, you know, your well, he's not catering because he's the guy. You're going to basically be his servant. So no, he won't be catering to you. But the idea is, on one hand, he's providing all this wonderful, happy, whatever. And you're supposed to ignore the fact, it's like, okay, imagine I have 2 cats. Okay, I have 2 cats. And the cat on this side of me is getting his back rubbed, and I'm scratching him, you know, behind the ears, and he's purring, and he's purring, and he's purring. And his best friend, the other cat that I have over here, that, you know, they sleep together, they're really close, is howling in pain because I'm pinching him really hard and doing all these horrible things to him to make him howl in pain. Do you think the cat over here is going to thoroughly enjoy his back rub and his scratching that I'm doing to him because he's hearing his buddy over here howling in pain? Okay, supposedly the people in heaven aren't going to actually hear the cries of agony from hell. This is what I've been told. They're not going to hear it. Are they not going to, but are they going to be aware of it, that it's going on? Are they going to be, or is God going to wipe their brains so they don't have any memory of the people that aren't there, that they loved, that didn't make it to heaven and are in hell instead? Are they going to just not care anymore? Are they even going to remember the people that they loved that aren't there, that are in hell? Or are they going to have any awareness that there are people in hell suffering? Or is God just going to wipe that part of their little brain so they're just totally oblivious to the fact that he's torturing people over here while he's, you know, providing this wonderful paradise for the people over here? They're not going to care? Their brains are going to be wiped? Or maybe he does something to their personality so they no longer have the compassion that they had on earth. If that's the case, are they still the same people, or are they something else? Then if that's the case, then the people that we are here are not going to live forever. Not that I would believe that we did anyway, but the point is, I don't think I'd want to be the heartless bitch in heaven not giving a rat's ass that people, even complete strangers that I don't know, are being tortured forever. You know, and I'm sorry, but not being able to believe something is not a crime. It's not a bad, evil thing. It's not a bad thing. You either believe it or you don't believe it. You can't, oh, you know, I'm going to believe it because I want to go to heaven. I don't want to go to hell. I want to go to heaven and live forever, so I'm going to believe it. That's a self-serving. That's self-serving. And if there is a God, don't you think he would see right through that? That wouldn't impress him. In fact, if I were God, I'd be more impressed with the person who was true, who said, you know what, I don't believe this. And actually, you know, I'm sorry, I guess it means I'm going to hell because I can't honestly say that I believe this. You know, if I were God, that would impress me more than the person who's, oh yeah, I believe it, I believe it, I believe it. Now can I have my get in heaven free pass? Whatever. Anyway, I just find it really sad that people who like to set themselves, like to imagine that they're really good, wonderful, caring, loving people, are fully prepared, like this person who's been my latest troll, prepared and apparently okay with the idea that the God that they're going to be, oh, you're so wonderful, you're so wonderful, you're the greatest God, oh, we're just so happy, you're so wonderful, whatever the hell you're going to be saying for the rest of eternity to this guy. You can do that to a God that is torturing creations of his making, that for whatever reason we're not able to believe. And again, I still think that that's all God. He makes us. He knows ahead of time. I'm sorry, but if we can't believe in something, that's part of his plan. Our disbelief, our unbelief, our ability to not believe is all a part of his plan. And the people who end up going to hell, those people are part of his plan. Them being in hell is part of his plan. So, no, I couldn't worship him. I couldn't praise him. And I really question the hearts and the goodness of anybody who could worship a God that would do that, even to one person. So I don't think highly of this troll. I really feel bad for anybody who can't. And I was this way, so I guess maybe that's part of it. It's sympathy. Who can't hear anything but the sound of what they want to hear. You know, I used to be terrified of debating religion with other people because I didn't want to hear anything that would ruffle my feathers or make me, you know, put anything into doubt. Finishing up, because my camera once again cut out on me. I didn't want to have any doubts, and I did everything I could to protect myself from intrusion from the anybody, the outside world. That's not having faith. Having faith by tuning out everything. If that's how you create faith for yourself, by completely shutting out any new information coming in, or anybody else's opinion, or what other people think, or what other people have to say, or what might possibly be true, you know, or reveal what you believe is not true, that's not faith. That's denial. That's fear. The desire to protect you. You're like a little egg. You get this little egg, and it's very fragile, and you're hovering over it like a mother hen, and just, you know, protecting it. You don't want anything to come in and injure your baby. That's basically what a Christian like this person does. I mean, if I don't think the posts are there anymore. I don't know, but you know, they didn't hear me. Everything I said, didn't hear me. Just kept doing these scripts that I've heard 1,000 times before. It's like any Christian. I used to do them. Actually, not to the extent that this person does, because it wasn't right. I was going off on a tangent, and my camera shut down on me. All I can think is the first 2 times is because it ran out of memory. This time I think the plug wasn't completely in. So anyway, that's it. I think I've made my point. I'm very frustrated dealing with Christians like that. And when they're insulting me and telling me that I wasn't born again. Oh, you were just this and this and this. You know, people, that's just rude. Actually, no, I wasn't that, and that. I was actually what you call born again. You know, I got all the warm fuzzy feelings, and I had as much of a relationship as you can have with an imaginary friend, which is just what it is. The little kids have imaginary friends. They don't need to have constant confirmation or affirmation that their friend is real, because they have enough of imagination to keep that going. Adults, not so much. Adults need to, you know, recharge your batteries once a week, is what one of the terms I heard when I was a Christian. They need to be around people that believe like they do, and if they're not around people like that, they get very offensive and very upset. And they don't want they get that, like I said, the mother hen thing. They don't want anything damaging their baby. You know. So anyway, I'm gonna stop this now before this cuts out on me again. So thanks for listening. Bye.